Hey folks, welcome back here to the VegasDon channel. We're here at the Galleria Mall in Fort Lauderdale, Florida off of Sunrise Boulevard in between US 1 and A1A down on the beach. We're inside Macy's right now. This is the spot that was formerly Burdine's, known as the Florida store. But when Macy's bought out Burdine's probably 2 decades ago at least now, they took over this spot. And it's good to see their stock is full and that they don't have any real empty zones here, but the entire mall is undergoing what almost every other mall in the country is doing right now, in terms of losing all sorts of business. This is the west end of the mall. You can see Polo stuff there, and the east end of the mall is a virtual ghost town down there. It is completely empty. See some gift sets there. But this is the Galleria Mall in 2025. There have been whispers that the developers here in South Florida are taking a look at this land that the Galleria sits upon. It is a large and very valuable chunk of real estate for sure. And the developers are drooling over this land. So it could be possible we may not see the Galleria in coming years, which is sad. A lot of us grew up down here and went to this mall a lot. I had a buddy of mine that worked at the pizza place down on the other end of the mall in the East End. And yeah, you actually knew a few people that used to work in here, had jobs in here. So you take a look here at some of the stores here on the West End of the Galleria Mall. And again, it's really a shell of its former self. Cotton natural there, not natural cotton, interestingly. And they sell cell phones, I guess, there. The kiosks are all full of like cell phones and other more modern stuff. Back in the day, you used to have like Piercing Pagoda and all those places, Express Men there. And nowadays, it's just a lot of like phone cases and things like that. There's Zales Jewelers right there. Good to see they're still in business here at the mall. We're going to go downstairs here. And here we are downstairs. So it goes from the second floor to the first floor, then back up to the second floor again. Pretty much here at the Galleria, that's their floor plan. Back in the day, this used to be known as the Sunrise Shopping Center, but it is now, has been for decades now, Galleria Mall. Out here, my lovely wife, Cinnamon and Jupiter, wondering what I'm doing here. I wanted to try and go into T-Mobile, but couldn't get any service in there. And this time, I mean the people service. They were all just like staring at me or something. So this is the Apple store. Wow. That's wild. I wonder if they're all there to get their stuff fixed. I'm not an Apple fan myself. I'm an Android man. So I enjoy not having to pay money at every turn for Apple. But I know a lot of people who love Apple, and I used to love Apple back in like 2000. But then they started to lock everything up behind a paywall, iTunes included. And it was, yeah, not the best experience back then. So I just decided I was going to go with flip phones. And then, of course, when Androids came out, decided to go with Android. So here we are, really at the center part of the mall, just about the dead center, the middle center here of the mall. And you can see down on these little branches, auxiliary branches here on both sides, there's no storefronts. They put up art and other types of colorful drywall up there to keep things from looking as dreary as the reality of it is. But the sad part really comes up ahead here. when we go to the east end of the mall. But they redid the lighting and everything here, so that's, very modern. And it's a very clean mall. They definitely keep it clean and neat in here. You used to have a food court up here on the lower level. That is no longer the case. Blue Martini occupies that spot. Blue Martini, of course, the nightclub chain that you find around the country. There's one in Vegas as well. And there's one in West Palm, I believe. Aldo over here on the left. Never know till you try. Okay. We have some greenery here and very Florida. And so now we're back on that second floor here on the east end of the mall. So guest services there. There's the one entrance to the Dillards right there. And then this is carpeted here, which always puzzled me. I don't know why they would go from the hard surface to the carpet here. Almost looks like a casino carpet, something you would see inside the casinos. But this is heading over towards the east end. And you used to have, I think it was Lord & Taylor that was over here on this end. It was either Saks, Fifth Avenue, or Lord & Taylor, or Neiman Marcus, one of those. This used to be a really high-end mall. But now it's an H&M. Let's see, that storefront looks pretty empty. And that's why when you see what you saw there with the Apple store, wow. At least they had business in there. Want to thank you also very, very much for joining me. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please like and subscribe. And also please check out my wife's channel as we continue walking here in Galleria Mall Fort Lauderdale. Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does some awesome astrology and spirituality videos. And even if those aren't your thing, if you could still like and subscribe, it would really mean a ton to us as we try and launch and get her channel off the ground and established. And also please check out Vids from Mike by Buddy Mike there in Vegas. There's the east end of the mall that I was mentioning. VidsFromMike does some sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos that you do not want to miss. And yeah, look at this. Sharper Image used to be down here. I remember as teenagers we'd go in there and mess around. Eventually got kicked out because, of course, we weren't going to buy anything because we had no money. So, but yeah, there used to be a lot of stores over here on this side. And Amazon has really done a number on the American retail sector, especially the indoor retail sector here with the malls. But we all used to come down here and hang out, and it was a fun place to be, especially for a teenager, because your options are kind of limited. And look at this. This is empty all the way down to the other end of the Dillards, the other Dillards entrance down there. Just wild. Used to be a Sparrow's Pizza in there. That's long gone. And they take this drywall and they put it out in front of the walls themselves, the storefronts themselves, to keep it from looking completely dreary. Again, always remember here on the VegasDon channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas and in America stay right here on the VegasDon channel on YouTube. We will see you guys on the next one.